Reserve time. Dire team.
Hello again, and welcome to Game 2 of TmF Gaming versus UCap-e Esports. My name is Penguin, and joining me we have Zebra, and I just realized that I need to change my thingy so that it reflects that you are actually casting with me. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Go take the intro.
Okay, so last game, UCap-e Esports took the win against TmF with a double rapier pickup both on the Nature's Prophet on the Luna. It was a crazy game. TmF had a lot of team fight going into it, and they would have won it with it if it wasn't for the rapiers. So let's see if they can't correct that mistake this time around. See if they can't get an early game going.
Yeah.
But we're going to see the first few bans up. Oh, go on.
No, it's all you. Go for it.
Okay, the first few bans we have Batrider and Wisp going for UCap, and for TmF we have Lifestealer and Nyx.
Very standard bans. In fact, if I remember correctly, those are the exact same bans that we had in the last game. And coming out, first pick, Gyrocopter, showing exactly in the last game why he is such an important hero with a flat cannon, being able to deal a lot of damage very quickly. And once again, Nature's Prophet and Tree and Protector. TmF taking one page out of UCap's book, grabbing up the Nature's Prophet, who, again, amazing global abilities, as well as Nature's Wrath. Just overall large global presence. Accompanying with that his ability to carry, support, gank, really do whatever your team needs him to do. And then the Tree and Protector, we saw his amazing synergy in the early game with Overgrowth, ensnaring all enemy heroes. And in addition to that, the attempts to set up complete invis-oriented ganks with Nature's Guys, and more importantly, the early laning that he provides with Living Armor.
Reserve time.
Yeah, and they'll have that global presence with the heal and the being able to TP all around. So all of our heroes we've had picked up so far were all seen in the last game, just in different spots and different teams. And they're all pretty effective.
Very much so. Waiting for our second pickup from UCap Esports. Eating into their reserve time, 30 seconds in already. I'm kind of surprised. Normally the first two picks are bam, 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 we know what we want, or we know what we want to center around. Giving this pick a lot of time, a lot of consideration. UCap did win that last game by the skin of their teeth. On the back, as you said, Zebra, on the back of those two Divine Rapiers. And the Rapiers were changing hands, it is important to note, but it just ended up being too much for TmF to handle.
Yeah.
Still,
and we might see a repeat this game.
Yeah,
never know.
It's definitely possible. We're just still waiting on this first pick. Jeez, they're eating into a lot of their bonus time. 40, I believe you have 40 seconds for your pick. On top of that, a minute 50 for your next pick. And Rubik coming out. First time we've seen Rubik today. Very, very variable hero with his ability to spell steal. He has some good spells to choose from already. More importantly, his ability to defensive tri-lane with telekinesis as well as Fade Bolt to reject ongoing harassment.
And he's a good combo with a lot of heroes like Lena and Nyx. Unfortunately, Nyx is banned out. And Shadow Demon as well.
Moving into the second banning stage, we have Clockwork banned out. Very good ban out, solid hero all around. Based off of the buffs that he's been given. He did get a slight nerf in 6.78, allowing BKB units to not be pushed around by his cogs. Myth Trust was showing earlier how, well, Godam City, Corey, was showing how you could really stick it to your opponents, introduced originally by Myth Trust, by using his cogs in the off lane if you are the Dire side. Interesting that, again, the Radiant side is banning him out because you can abuse that ability. It allows you to store your lane creeps inside the jungle, preventing them from running down the Radiant lane and dying, and giving the other team farm. And right now, did they skip the ban? UCap skipped their ban.
I think there might be an issue then because they've been taking a lot of time. Maybe they're getting some internet issues, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, that
10 seconds
raises
remaining.
some concern for me. Or they may have just strategically decided to leave out a ban.
Remaining.
Next level plays, you never know.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, Queen of Pain being banned out by TmF. I'm actually, if you could take over this, I'm going to try and get a hold and see if their captain is there or if everything's okay. Okay, they banned out the Shadow Demon. Alright.
Okay.
So I guess they just ran out of time. Very interesting. Sometimes you see it. You saw it from Zenith, where they didn't ban anybody the entire game, forcing a lot of heroes through the pool.
Yeah.
Very interesting way to do it. We'll have to ask them later if it was intentional or not. Shadow Demon, Queen of Pain, Clockwork. Queen of Pain has been banned in every game that we've cast today. Very, very good hero. Solo mid. Between her Blink Strike, her Blink ability, Shadow Strike, and her 2 AoEs of Sonic Wave and Scream of Pain. Incredibly bursty hero. You can really put her anywhere in the solo lane. Very good hero in terms of mid and late game presence. Shadow Demon, we saw him last game, very good synergy. And Visage, who was not banned, comes out for TmF Gaming.
And I'm pretty sure this will be a defensive Trilane. I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like they have any stuns unless they do pick up Trilane component that has a stun like their carry.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to see.
I'm interested to see how this is going because, to be honest, it looks more like it looks like it would better suit them to do a duo lane. But
yeah,
I mean, Visage and Tree and Protector, they offer a lot in terms of your other lanes, like what they can do. And Visage works very well in try-on-try fights. Oh my goodness, that is Undying.
And this will be an offensive Trilane, or at least I'm pretty sure it will be. Usually when you see the Ribbing and Undying combo, it's normally an offensive Trilane.
Well, it's more like whenever you see the Undying, it's an offensive Trilane.
Yeah,
it's
Undying.
As
well.
Undying has been seen almost universally in offensive Trilanes, and I'm curious as to see how the Undying pickup is going to deal with the Visage, considering that Visage was not picked up at all whenever Undying initially came out, and he was first banned, first pick material. So, now that you have zombies dealing damage to the 3 enemy heroes in the Trilane, Visage is going to get soul... Excuse me, Visage is going to get soul assumption stacks like it's his job. And since it is his job, he's going to do a fantastic job at it. And that's going to result in a lot of damage. And one of the problems that Undying suffers from is that he has low armor and he has decent strength gain, but it's nothing to hey guys, look at my strength gain, it's amazing. And so as a result, Undying is a more squishier strength hero. And so he could really get turned around on by the soul assumptions if he's not careful.
Yeah. Now we just have to see what TmF picks up here. They might want to pick up a carry now before something what they're thinking of gets banned out.
Well, they could. There's only one. I mean, there's only one more ban. They have a lot of flexibility here. The Gyro's out, is already in the pool. No other carries have been banned, but the Lifestealer. They have a lot of options available to them. They could go. You could go carry Nature's Prophet like you did last game. He may be their one role again. You could go Luna, you could go Anti-Mage, Morphling, Naga Siren. I mean, there's still a lot out there that they can choose from. And they're eating into a lot of their reserve time as well. It's going to be very interesting if nothing's worse than having randomed heroes.
Yeah.
25 seconds remaining. They could use a mid or an off laner based on what they're going to do with this Nature's Prophet. In all of the games that we've casted so far, Nature's Prophet has foregone the off lane to get some quick levels in the jungle, and then eventually moved back out into the off lane.
Yeah, it seems to be very common is to sack that off lane at first.
Whoa, boy, and we got an Alchemist. So now the tri-lane makes a lot more sense, because with Grave Chill, you can keep them in the Acid Spray longer, synergizing that up with the Unstable Concoction and Leech Seed. You actually have a very volatile tri-lane. I love the Alchemist pickup. I like seeing him played competitively. It'll be interesting to see how he levels, considering that you can either get very greedy and level Grievel's Greed, try and max out your farm as quickly as you possibly can, or turn it into a kill lane by maxing the Unstable Concoction and the Acid Spray.
Silencer. Silencer.
Oh boy. I love it.
I feel a mid silencer here. Pretty obvious. It seems like it is going to be that.
Yeah, 2-roll Silencer, I love it. We might actually be able to see the Aghanims pick up on him. Silencer, I also learned that if you have the Aghanims upgrade on your Global Silence, and whenever you apply Curse of the Silent, you can additionally Curse of the Silent them.
Yeah, it stacks.
So you can really hurt enemies' mana pools as well as damage them a lot just on the back of your Global and Curse of the Silent. I really like the Silencer pickup, especially with this team. Visage, very ineffective if he can't get his spells off. Tree and Protector, very ineffective if he can't get his spells off. If Alchemist gets locked out of Chemical Rage, very easy to take down. Very good
But will
pickup.
this influence TmF to pick up a tankier mid-hero, because Silencer has a lot of harass up on him with his Curse of the Silent.
Yeah.
And his last word.
It's very true.
5 seconds remaining.
From the looks of this and from what teams have going, I would say that they're going to go with a mid as their 5th pick. Darkseer gets banned out by UCap Esports. Interesting that he made it this, or by TmF, excuse me. Interesting that he made it this entire way. And if you notice, UCap actually opts not to ban again. Very interesting. They want to make sure that there are more heroes in the pool. It's scary because they may have, in that long pick time for the Rubik, they may have been formulating this strategy.
Yeah.
And they want to make sure that the
10
heroes
seconds
they
remaining.
want are left in the pool. TmF Gaming is going to really come down to the wire.
5 seconds remaining.
5 seconds left.
Tinker.
And we're going
Ooh.
to see the Tinker again.
Yeah, that's going to be the Tinker again, which I'm really happy to see. Like I said before, it was one of my favorite heroes, and he's really good.
The only problem is that I think the Silencer is going to rip him a new one.
Yeah,
this
that could be
mid-lane.
an issue as well.
I mean, it's one thing when you go with heroes that you're very comfortable with, but it's unfortunate if the Silencer is able to just completely maul you. To be honest, I'm surprised we didn't see like an Obsidian Destroyer
10
pickup.
seconds
I would have
remaining.
really liked that.
Yeah.
You would have had both.
5
You would have
seconds
both brain
remaining.
stealers fighting against each other. Oh boy. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they're gonna lane this. But that pick came out very quickly. That's probably.
I think
that's-
this might be
oh,
a
it makes
safe lane
sense.
Warlock.
It's an aggressive tri-lane with a safe lane Warlock or Silencer and the other one mid.
Depending on how the Warlock gets farmed, it might be like it was earlier today where we saw Midas up on the Warlock, get that fast Aghanim's and Refresher.
What's with all the scribbling?
But even if he went into the solo short lane against the Nature's Prophet, you could arguably do that as well. So I
Yeah.
really like this pick up. You give your team more variability with the Chaotic Offering, Nuke, and Stun, as well as controlling the Rock Golems. And they deal a lot of damage. Flaming Fists,
10
60%
seconds
chance to deal
remaining.
100 bonus damage at level 1, 150, 200 at level 2 and 3.
5
Warlock
seconds
is a very
remaining.
formidable opponent if he's allowed to get his farm. And the way that UCap is looking to lane this, they are planning on to, and we've got some lovely space guns drawn on the map. Good job, guys. Keep making me proud. I'm going to take this time of pause where I guess he went to the bathroom to introduce the UCap Esports side. We have Gex on the Undying, Bonoa on the Warlock. Playing the Gyrocopter, we have Sadon, it's probably an accent or a tilde over that. Idea on the Rubik, and Sick of It, rounding out the squad on the Silencer.
Okay, and on TMF we have Nepali, Jesus, or Jesus, one of the two is on the Visage. And then Tinker will be PoE, and then Ion will be the Alchemist. Betu will be the Nature's Prophet, and Dozing Green will be the Nature's Prophet again.
Treant Protector. But it's okay.
Oh, yeah,
We
my
still
bad.
love you. I'm going to take this opportunity to remove the lovely, lovely overlay. And then I'm going to there is a large proliferation of space guns being drawn on the minimap, and I don't know how I feel about it. So what do you think, how do you think this laning phase is going to turn out? Because you have an offensive tri-lane and probably a defensive tri-lane. Outcome?
It really depends on how well they play, but I'm leaning a little more towards UCAP's offensive tri-lane.
And what do you
If
say
they
to
if they can play off, the positioning right, they might be able to get a few kills with Undying and Rubik, especially if they can get a really good totem off.
Yeah, definitely possible with the grave, the tombstone. Excuse me. I love it. I'm sorry. This mini map is hilarious because
It's a tornado.
they just keep going. We'll see what these guys go. The pause came out before anybody could buy any
All right,
items.
Carry on.
Treant Protector, Betu, grabbing out the trees. Nature's Call, excuse me, first level, scouting out with his little treants. And yeah, here we go. Defensive tri-lane. Nepali Jesus, Dozen Green, and Ion all running up to the top lane. Big shout out coming out to TmF. Oh, Clifford Breadknife. Okay, that's our contact. He sucks. Very friendly players within their organization.
Looks like they're gonna run into each other up here in the top lane, though.
Yeah, I really hope they do. We're just moving along. We got all 5 up here. No levels in any of the heroes except for Rubik, who has the telekinesis for obvious reasons. Get that lift up. And we have 4 sitting up here and waiting. Biding their time. Are they going to throw a ward down here? Okay, so we have an offensive. Another shout out going out to Santali. Anyway, Rubik is going to block the pull spawn. Do they have any wards to counter this? Yes, they do. Tree Protector has sentry wards. They'll easily be able to counter out that ward whenever they realize that their camp has been blocked. Big. I'm trying to figure out why he's still drawing on the map. There's really nothing there. Moving right along, Gyrocopter has now rotated down to the bottom lane. Rubik. Wait, then who's up here with them? Silencer. It's going to be a Silencer tri-lane? Didn't see that coming. Still, Curse of the Silent. We have to keep an eye on him to see how he levels, because if he gets Curse of the Silent first, then it makes a lot more sense. Force out the mana usage by TmF, prevent them from really doing anything in the tri-lane, and that could definitely give them the advantage. They're going to realize that this camp is warded. And right now, what do we have going on here? What is Visage doing? Looks like he's going to stack. We have more stacks coming. And this is going to leave the Gyrocopter to free farm once again in the solo lane, short lane. He's going to be able to quickly get up his items, similarly to last game. However, there's no Luna to make this game get completely out of hand and blown out of proportion. Right now in our tri-lanes versus tri-lanes, quick look over the last hits and denies. Nothing on the Alchemist. 1-0 on the Alchemist for right now. It looks like Treant Protector is going to be on full-time babysitting duty, and this is not good. This is actually a really good laning combination for UCap. Now that you think about it, because you have double ranged in Rubik and Silencer going against this double melee of Alchemist and Treant Protector, and they're going to end up rotating this so that Nepali Jesus on the Visage is going to be able to get in here and do some harassing.
Yeah, I don't know how much TmF is going to be able to get done in this tri-lane. They're just going to have to try as hard as they can to get Alchemist as farmed as possible.
Treant Protector saying hello to Dirge. That's pretty awkward. And Dirge actually able to pull in, do the side pull, and make the creep lane push a little bit more. And they did counter. I like this sentry ward placement. It's used to counter off the ward in the off chance that it's in your pull camp. My personal preference is you put it right here. If you put it to the left enough, it will counter ward if they put anything in there, but it will also allow your lane, your neutral camp, to spawn the creeps.
And we see the Nature's Prophet making his way bottom, and he's actually taking a lot of harass.
Oh wow, but Gyrocopter's taking tower aggro. Okay, there's no levels on Sprout though, so Nature's Prophet will get out unscathed. Gonna throw out a rocket just for the harass of it. Homing missile. Boop. And now you see, once again, the power of Treant Protector. Living Armor, able to globally influence every lane. One of the reasons that Gallblack started picking up from... we have initiation going to the top lane. Curse of the Silent coming out. Telekinesis being used. Unstable Concoction is being charged. We're going to have a stun come out. Rubik is going to give up the first blood to the Alchemist. Anything else happening? Visage is going to go down, as well as the Tombstone Zombies dealing lots of damage. Dirge with the Decay coming out, taking a lot of damage. That was a very huge Leech Seed coming out, though, able to keep him alive. We're going to have another Unstable Concoction coming out. Max damage on the Silencer, and is he not? He's going to go down, and there it is. Double kill for TmF's Alchemist. Getting some very big damage, very big farm, and huge kills for him in general. It's really swinging this tri-lane in their favor.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly how UCap wanted that to go.
Well, they got... If you notice now, Treant Protector's back up to full health, and he almost died in that fight from the Decay. How is he leveling? Alright, Decay and Tombstone. Getting that first blood was big, though. I mean, you had the supports chasing. You had the supports of TmF being chased down by UCap, and you had Rubik solo being chased down by Alchemist. And Alchemist is nothing to scoff at. He deals decent damage. He was able to hit 2 max-timed stuns after 5 seconds. Is it 5 seconds? After 5 seconds, the brewer reaches maximum damage. Charge it up all the way. I mean, Silencer doesn't go... Once Silence gets online at level 6, then it's a different story. Then, oh, okay, well, you're just going to run at me and we'll stun each other, but you'll take more of the damage. Well, then it's not level 6 yet. They're only all level 2. And now, as a result of that, Alchemist able to really shoot ahead and hit level 4 very quickly.
And Tinker in the middle lane's planning on keeping here and farming with all these levels in the March of the Machines. Won't have the Ancients to stack this time, though.
Well, it's interesting to note, though, that this Tinker is opting to go Soul Ring first this time.
Yeah.
He's got his Soul Ring first. He doesn't have the luxury of Ancient stacking or Creep stacking that he once did. But as a result of it, he's still getting harassed out of lane. You have him bottle crowing, I believe? No, the panda. Oh, that's such an adorable courier. Look at it. He's got the little eucalyptus leaves as his wings. That's so cute. But he doesn't have a bottle yet either. He's opted instead. He's going for the same build. 3 in the March, 1 in the laser. Uh-oh. Is he going to go down? He's still walking in the March still? Oh! He turned around, and he's going to get a kill on the Warlock in the middle lane.
And last game, Tinker did not go bottle.
In the meantime, we have initiation going on. The Tombstone coming out, Alchemist getting caught out of position with the Telekinesis lift. And, Visage maybe. Looks like they're getting a little bit greedy here. Visage is going to start regenerating health, but Silencer's trying to man up on him. Oh, and that is a fat Tree and Protector, but they're going to be able to take out the tree anyway. And can he find him? Is he going to be able to find this Visage? I know Dirge just went down.
No.
Dirge just went down onto the tower, and they're going to be able to pick off the Rubik. But is this Silencer going to be able to find him? Yeah, and there he is. Come on, just one more. Oh my goodness, is he going to be able to kill him? Living Armor proving to be just so powerful, and Visage is going to live while the entire... Oh my goodness. And Silencer's going to fall too. Wow.
I feel like he should have backed up as soon as the Tree and Protector came back up.
Well, I agree with you, and the TPN really... They took out the Dirge first under the tower, and they were able to take out the Rubik as well. And at that point, it's like, all right, well, I'm kind of balls deep already. I may as well try and finish the job. So I agree with his thinking, but Living Armor is so incredibly strong, especially whenever you have 2 points in it. Silencer. How much base damage does Silencer have? 70. So Silencer was dealing 30 damage a tick, not to mention innate armor from the Visage, which was at 1. So you're getting some physical damage resistance from it. But still, I mean, Living Armor, there you go. Reasons why Tree and Protector is going to get picked up a lot more.
Yeah, he's very strong. Especially at a time like this, it's hard to dive against a Tree and Protector 6 minutes into a game.
Well, as we mentioned, the stacking, Tinker's still doing it. He's now got a 3rd stack on this hard camp, and he's just going to start throwing out his March on it.
And if you do correctly, I do believe you can actually hit both the small camp and this large camp with the March of Machines.
You can. It's hard to do, though.
Yeah.
Especially considering that Tinker has almost just died to the to that stack. He's going to fall back. I don't really like it, though, to be honest, because he's just giving Warlock the farm. Warlock is being given the lane, and Nature's Prophet being taken out of the bottom lane. That's going to really push back his Midas. Gyrocopter using the call down to secure the kill, as well as Rocket Barrage. Pretty easy kill on a level 6 Nature's Prophet for a Gyrocopter, especially if he can get right next to him and use the Rocket Barrage to just barrel down his health. So not as good a start for this Nature's Prophet as the last game. But we'll see what happens. Gyrocopter's just going to keep pushing down this lane. It looks like he's rushing Dominator. He already has his phase boots up. We got 4 up here. The rock is up. Are they going to go on the Tree and Protector? He doesn't have Nature's Guise. He is going to pop Living Armor, though, and it looks like they're just going to take this creep stack.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
But as a result of that, they're pinging out. They're pinging out the Alchemist. And now they've retreated. Visage is hiding. Treant is waiting. Lurking, if you will. And now they're just going to pull it. They're going to try.
John might be able to take the bottom tower while all this is happening, though. Yeah, he's going to take it.
Tower's getting beat down.
Is it going down? Wait
there you go.
The tower, the catapult to hit it. And now they don't know. What do they do in this situation? You have... I mean, I'd be nervous. Okay, they're pinging it out. They know UCap knows that TmF are lurking up here. They're waiting. They're trying to living armor and back up this tower, but they just can't do a whole lot with it. Oh goodness, lots of damage coming out from Nature's Wrath. Dirge is going to drop after he gets a tombstone out. Silencer's going to fall. Rocket coming in. I heard the Warlock Golem start, and they canceled the animation. I hear it again. He canceled it again. He's canceled it 3 times, and all 5 heroes are up here from TmF. Uh-oh, I see the stun getting charged. They're going to dive this. Rubik doesn't have enough mana to do anything. Nature living armor being used, stick charges being burned, Tree taking a lot of damage. It's going to take him out, and Rubik now getting dove really hard. He's going to drop. There's your rock coming out. Fatal Bonds being used. No, Fatal Bonds isn't used. They're going to take out the Nature's Prophet as he's still into the tower, and Alchemist is going to start running away. He should be able to... Okay, yeah, he just popped his ulti. They're going to throw out the Decay, try and take some of his damage, take some of his health and his damage, excuse me, but Living Armor's coming out, and Alchemist's regen is just going to be too much at that point.
Warlock shows a really good time to buy back. As soon as they started diving deep into that tower, he bought back and TP'd in and got a good ulti off. I think he caught 3 in it.
Yes, he did, but he didn't throw out the Fatal Bond, so I don't really understand that. But, good ultimate. Making them pay for diving them, in the bottom lane. We have Gyrocopter with his Dominator up. He's not stacking yet, doesn't have anything dominated, and now they're going to push on the back of the Warlock Golem. Very easily take down this tier 1 tower. Too much damage going after the living armor to effectively counter it, and Silencer gets lasted on the tower.
And on the gold, everything is going on UCap's way. The experience is very, very back and forth, but...
Yeah, it's flattened out at around 750 experience. Gold sitting about 3,000 in UCap's favor, which makes sense. They have 2 tower kills, and Gyrocopter has been allowed to free farm uncontested the entire game. Makes sense.
Might look to go get Tinker now.
Yeah, if he's not careful, Tinker could overextend just a little bit. Uh-oh, Tree Protector coming in. What is this? Gyro's waiting. Let's check out this Tree Protector, see what he's up to. Uh-oh, and he found him while he's in the middle of a stack. He can probably take him out. Oh, and there's your call down, followed by the rocket barrage. The first rocket's going to hit him, and that's sadly a dead tree. Ping's coming out. They know that with the tree dead, there's no living armor. They have 10 seconds to try and push into March of the Machines, which I never agree with. Oh boy. And yeah, hello Tinker, how are you? I hope you like a lot of damage. Another rocket barrage, giving Gyrocopter another kill. Oh, the March of the Machines and the creeps giving them vision, allowing Nature's Wrath to bounce through and kill off the Dirge. Wow.
We see a Shadow Blade purchased up by the Alchemist, and he used that with his stun.
Yeah, oftentimes it is used as an initiation tool. Alchemist will Shadow Blade in while Unstable Concoction is charging, and he will then use it to execute a max damage Unstable Concoction and follow up with melee attacks. Right now we have Furbolg, well, Hellbear Smasher, they changed the names, going up to start stacking for Gyro. It'll be interesting to see how well he can micro that. There was not a lot of micro being done, it was mostly hero pulling. So see if he can keep on top of that as actively as they did in the last game on both sides. Meanwhile, Bonawa on the Warlock has opted to go straight into the Aghanim Scepter. He's not getting the Midas to accelerate his farm and his levels, and he's probably going to back off this middle lane. Maybe?
I think he canceled off on the Midas as soon as he died that first time in the middle lane. I'm not completely sure though.
That's possible. But in the meantime now, Tree is just continually using the living armor, just getting the tower back up to as full health as he can. He does have 3 points in it. and he comes out to just deny a creep from Warlock, not allowing him to get the last hit. I mean, and with Tree, oh, he's canceling. He's being a fiend and canceling his chaotic offering over and over and over again. So it does the cast animation and just doesn't actually execute the spell. Now 1230 for your Midas on Nature's Prophet. In the last game, it made sense getting the Midas just because of how late the game ran. I mean, if you have a Midas in a game that lasts 75 minutes, then I can understand it much more justifiably than in a game that lasts only 25 minutes or 30 minutes. Right now, Tinker proving why he's just so annoying. They try to push in on the Tinker. March of the Machines is coming in. It doesn't matter if you have a Tombstone down. All of the Tombstone zombies are going to get knocked out by the March of the Machines. Uh-oh, max stun. Hitting Bonawa, but they do... Oh, calldown's coming in defensively. Silence coming out. Oh, goodness. And this is getting turned around on them super hard. Rock coming down. Are they going to be able to take him out? Nope. Regen's coming in too hard for... Oh, but is he going to get it? He's going to use the Shadow Blade to try and run away. The Rocket's homing out on him, so they know he's in the air. Oh, God. And a haste rune getting picked up. Still invis. They drop a sentry. They know he's in here. They don't know where he went, but the haste rune, they're going to see him shoot out, and he's going to get away. Oh, my goodness. And the familiars are trying to chase down. Okay. TP in from the Nature's Prophet, going to take out the Dirge. In the meantime, this mid tower is getting pushed out. Fortify being used. Haste is still up on the Alchemist. He's going to run in, not be able to do anything. They're going to take out the Treant Protector's going to take out the Golem, get 100 bonus gold for his troubles. Very interesting team fight there. It seemed like both teams didn't know if they wanted to commit, and then they were forced to commit, and then just nervousness all around.
And UCap did have a good use of their ultis there. Gyro threw his out, and at the same time Warlock threw his out slightly after, just to ensure that they would take the rocket blasts.
From the call down, yeah, and rocket barrage. Force staff, Visage pick off on the Warlock. That's never a good thing if you're losing your Warlock to a solo Visage and a Tinker. In the top lane, our Silencer has just finished his Force staff. It's on its way to him right now from the courier. There it goes. Moving around, taking a quick look at these supports. Rubik and Dirge. Dirge has his mana boots already, otherwise just a lot of branches. How's our gold looking? To about 2,000 in favor of the Radiant. Experience is the other way though, 2,000 in favor of the Dire. And it really, the gold lead really shows because of this. Lots of pings coming out. Wowzers. They really want this middle lane to go down. They really want to defend this middle lane as well. But this Gyrocopter has pretty much been finding free farm wherever he can. His Yasha is up already. And he has his Hellbear stacking and stacking. They got 2 stacks at their Ancient, but they know. TmF is aware of the stacking that is going on. They just ping it again, like, hey, the stacking is occurring. Maybe we could give Tinker those stacks. That'd be pretty good too. TP's Silencer is rotating to try and deal with Treant harass. Treant is gonna, nope, he's just gonna send more Treants at the tower.
And if they can just, if TmF can survive a little bit of 4-on-5, Alchemist can really catch up to the Gyro here. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to survive the team fights that UCap can throw out.
Yeah, Greevil's Greed gives you a lot of bonus gold. He opted to max it. I believe it's 4 bonus gold? Extra 4 bonus gold per kill that you get. If UCap aren't careful, Alchemist can really get out of hand really quickly. As you can see, he's getting plus 30 gold now, just from last hitting minions. And
He's getting more bonus gold than he is for the last hit.
Yeah, than actually last hitting the minions. Right now we have some pressure coming in the top lane. Nature's Prophet is chasing down the Silencer, but he has no mana now. He's going to start eating right clicks as well as tower hits. He's going to go down from last word. Wow. Some greedy play going out there from Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, and Silencer knew what he could handle, so he turned around and killed him.
Hey, nothing's wrong with some good man fights. And let's see, what did Rubik steal? Soul Assumption? Yes, he did. So now we have 2 sets of bars over characters' heads, over heroes' heads. But this Gyrocopter, man, he is just farming out of control. He's got another 1,700 gold.
Alchemist might go into the Undying here.
Yeah, and he is. He's going to get a max stun, sitting in the acid spray, dead Undying. Nothing that he could really do about it, especially whenever you're initiating on the back of the Shadow Blade. But going back to this Gyro, I mean, what are there, 6-1 and 2 to a 4-0 and 0, so they're pretty balanced there. But what's the net worth? Current gold, net worth. Okay, so the Gyro's ahead by 1,000 gold, and the Alchemist currently is about 30 gold per minute behind him. So Gyro's still winning pretty handily, but lots of damage. Oh, close, almost taking out the Rubik. The Tinker almost took out the Rubik, but the longer this game goes, that's 30 gold per minute and 1,000 gold. That's chump change compared to Alchemist. He doesn't care. He'll end up going. Looks like he's got the makings of a BKB. He built the Mithril Hammer already.
Either that or a Maelstrom.
Yeah, just go for massive attack speed, dealing lots of damage. Don't be surprised to see an Abyssal Blade on him if a game goes really late. Right now, Visage is trying to scout with familiars. Tree's got to be careful. throwing out the living armor. This tower's back up to max health, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to adequately defend it. They see Treant with the missile coming out on him. Missile's going to stun. And these familiars doing a lot of damage. They're trying to take out the Warlock before he can actually do anything. He's going to eat Assumption. Big team fight going out. Tombstone coming out as well. And uh-oh, here comes the Alchemist. Max stun out on the Gyrocopter. And all of the silencer damage is coming out now. Call down being used. And oh my goodness, he's going to squeak out! And the call down is going to be able to take out the Tree and Protector as well as the Alchemist. Wow.
Really good team synergy there. Silencer literally saved Gyrocopter's life with that Force Staff, and that was a really good play by them.
This is just going to go down out in the middle lane due to a stolen Soul Assumption. There we go. I can talk. Fortify coming out to try and reject as much of the damage they can to this tower, but I think Golem, the Rock Golem, doesn't really care. Tinker coming back in. Uh-oh. They're going to take out. They're trying to take out the Dirge with his familiars, and I was thinking about it. I hear trees. Boom. Rockets, homing missiles coming out with the Sprout. Wow, and he actually takes out the Rubik too. Very nice.
Looks like
cleanup.
UCap overstayed their welcome.
Very nice comeback by the Tinker. Definitely making himself heard in this game. And yes, overstaying your welcome whenever there's a Tinker in the mix with his BOTs up. Very scary. Uh-oh, but we have Gyrocopter. No, he's opting not to chase the Nature's Prophet. In fact, he's Nature's Prophet's going to start TPing away. The missile's going to run into him. Rejecting
And they kill
his
Silencer on the bottom lane.
Pick that up. Alchemist and Tinker? Yeah.
Alchemist threw the stun in. When he was stunned, Tinker TP'd in.
Yep. It's very dangerous to be on UCap right now. With this Alchemist being able to come out from anywhere, Tinker able to TP in as support, and worst case scenario, oh, and you're right, Maelstrom pickup by Alchemist, he has the recipe in his inventory.
Gyro's gonna die in the middle lane though.
Oh boy. This is not good for UCap. They keep getting picked off one at a time with all these TPs. The global. Well, this is what we were talking about last game. TmF opted to do MTW's old strategy and grab Nature's Prophet and Tinker.
Yep. And it's starting to pay off for them. They can just hop around and gank wherever they want. They did that with the Silencer on the bottom, and now the Gyrocopter in the middle lane.
Yeah, it's one thing that you can't really effectively counter, and the Maelstrom is finished on the Alchemist. Yeah, you can't really counter global TPs like that. I mean, it's, hey, we're minding your own business, and now you got dudes in your mouth. Not a whole lot you can do about it.
Yeah.
And right now
they're going to be taking these ancient stacks.
Yeah, they're stealing the stack, which is very good. Very aggressive ward coming out, and you just see Tinker throwing out March after March after March, trying to get as many of these as quickly as he can. Come on, kill the dragons. 190 gold per kill. There we go. Lots of bonus gold coming out. The Hellbear comes out to try and, hey, what are you doing taking my stacks? So they know they lost all their stacks. But TmF is pretty stoked about that. You can probably see. Yep, the gold urn dips immediately after that. Those two pickoffs and that fight happened. Those two pickoffs and the stack stealing.
And the Agnum Scepter comes up on the Warlock, and that might be able to turn a few team fights.
22 minutes in, it's a pretty quick Aghanims as your first item, but he still has tier 1 boots. It's important to note. And now he'll probably start building towards his refresher, but I mean Warlock needs levels now, badly as well. He is still only level 11. Looking at the levels real quick. Your mid is level 11, while their Tinker is level 14. Not good by any stretch of the imagination. On top of that, Nature's Prophet is also level 15. I hear Grave Chill. Nothing? Nobody's going
Nature's will have his Orchid in just about 200 gold, so that'll be good for him as well.
Uh-oh, and Alchemist is going to find an Invis rune.
Invisibility.
The power of living armor is really coming out in this game. This tower has gone from half to 3/4 back to full health. And oh boy, big silence coming out. They're going to be able to take off the Dirge. Warlock Golem's coming out. Going to be able to take out Nepali Jesus. Just too much damage dealt in with the synergy of the global silence. Trying to run away. Tree and Protector. He uses the Nature's Guys. He's going to try and heal up this tower for as much as he can. And there it goes.
And they finally take that tower down, but they could have gotten a little more, but Gyro completely whiffed his ulti. I don't think it hit a single person.
And there's Nature's Prophet's Orchid coming out. Uh-oh. Warlock. He's being forced to run through. Oh, and Tinker doesn't have mana! Oh, no! He's not going to be able to just be too aggressive, and he's going to be forced out of the lane. He's going to get last worded as he TP's back. Just, ooh, trying to be a little bit too greedy. They're lucky that they didn't have the follow-up that they needed to take him out.
It shows that Shadow Ward is pretty good. It's not as good as Treant's Heal, but it is pretty good for surviving.
I believe it's 45 for, I don't know what the tick is. The ticks are, it's a very aggressively healing spell. It's not like 45 a second, it's like 45 a half second. And so had the healing ticks been further apart, or had he regened less health per tick, Warlock probably would have fallen there. Also, this is very interesting. I didn't know that this ward placement right here at the Ancient stack, this ward prevents all stacks from spawning. It's important to note that around every creep camp there's a box, and if there's anything inside of that box, whenever it is time for the neutral camps to respawn, nothing will spawn in there. And so as a result, this ward is effectively being that box. In the meantime,
We have Alchemist with a lot of gold up on him. He has 3,000 on him right now.
well, considering he already has the Maelstrom, that's probably going straight into Mjolnir. It's interesting that he didn't go Midas, though, considering how fast. I mean, Alchemist got a lot of farm up very quickly. He's sitting at 106 gold or 106 CS, and look at the gold per minute now. Topping it is the Alchemist, and that just shows the potential of Greevil's Greed, excuse me. And it's not looking good for UCap either, considering that the next one up is the Gyrocopter, followed by the Nature's Prophet and Tinker.
They just haven't been able to get their hands around the Alchemist because of this. The only thing, the Shadow Blade and the living armor is being able to keep him living for as long as possible.
And what's he doing now? I think he's
He bought a Reaver.
Really? Okay, so he's opting for Heart.
Or
First.
Satanic, but I don't think that's going to be it.
Yeah, going for the Heart, give him more damage, give him more sustain, give him the ability to never have to leave the jungle or the lanes. He can just do whatever he wants. That's the power. Oh boy, sorry people for the camera. I'll apologize in advance. Rubik has stolen Acid Spray though. That's a potential gank removal tool. On top of the Tombstone, being forced to fight inside of an Acid Spray. Oh, and here we go. We're going to get the counter word finally coming out. Being forced to fight against Tombstone minions while in an Acid Spray, not a very fun thing to do. In the meantime, Warlock finishes up his treads, gives himself some more base health. Silencer, wow, Mystic Staff coming out on the Silencer. Looks like he's going for a Sheep Stick, ignoring the Aghanims build. Gyrocopter now has an Ogre Club on top of his Mana Style, and we have pushes coming in from the bottom. Nature's Prophet being Nature's Prophet with his Orchid and his Midas sitting on 2,300 gold, just applying some gentle harass to this Tier 2 tower. In the meantime, it looks like we have some stacking of TmF's own on their side of the map, and now taking out these ancient stacks accordingly with the Alchemist.
It looks like Vice is going to go for the pipe.
Pipe on top of the mech, and here we actually have a Roshan attempt coming in. Nature's Prophet, I should say, doing on the back of his treants. You see the Familiars coming in as well, dealing some additional damage. This would be a very big pickup if they were.
But everyone's coming in.
Yeah, oh, there's one Familiar, and they're gonna see the trees coming in. Just killing off these trees, making sure they can't do anything, farming them up. This is warded by both teams as well. I don't know if this ward is out of range of this sentry, but I'm surprised they didn't go high ground to try and check that out.
I'm pretty sure that's out of range, but yeah, I think that's out of range.
Gyrocopter now has a Mithril Hammer in addition to his Ogre Club. Going to be picking up that BKB very shortly. He's got about 1,000 gold on him as well, 300 away. And now, okay, they scouted it with the Familiar, so they know they're not stacking. Yet, at least. And now we have another TP rotation coming out.
Treant Protector saves himself with his ulti right there. Might still die to the Wrath, though.
Oh, he eats a Fade Bolt and zombies! Oh, Dirge is able to get the decay off. However, going to the bottom lane, or the top lane I should say, while the team fight's going on, Dirge is TPing in, but he doesn't have Tombstone! And they all left him! You can kill them! Oh, goodness gracious. Had Tinker and Nature's Prophet not left, that would have been one dead Dirge. And there is your BKB. Finish up on the Gyrocopter.
And we see Nature's Prophet with 3,000 gold as well. What'll happen? Warlock looks like he's in some trouble as well.
Bottom tower seen better
3,200
days.
gold up. Tinker throwing out Harass. Oh boy, that's a dead Warlock. He also gets silenced through the trees. Very good play by Nature's Prophet. Very good awareness and understanding of how far your silence is. You see March tearing through. BKB finally gets picked up on the gyro. He just caught it. Only got it delivered to him on the
Radiant's
courier.
Bottom tower's done for.
I'm afraid. Let's look at this gold. 7,500 advantage for the Dire team, TmF. And we got pings coming out in Roshan. Nature's Prophet summoning more treants. They know the ward's here. They have a gem. Nope, it's just the sentry. They're going to send up the familiars. And that is a dead ward.
Still no medallion. They're going to see that like we saw last game.
I really like the medallion. I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. You could have even picked up the medallion on the Visage. It's a viable alternative on the Visage, who can then just deal more minus armor, especially considering the amount of... Oh boy, we've got a team fight coming in. They're going to catch out the Gyrocopter. He's going to pop his BKB. Silence is going to come out. Oh, is he going to be able to get off? No, he's going to eat his stun. Alchemist is going to eat his own stun. They know he's there, but he's invisible. They're going to reveal him with dust. There goes the Aegis, the Immortal. Not looking good for TmF. As now, wow, he popped and exploded. He was able to let off an acid spray, but Roshan falls and it's all for naught. Gyrocopter proving just that he's too big. 500 GPM against 507 GPM. Gyrocopter may be able to just get this job done.
Yeah, we see Treant Protector gonna go into a Necronomicon again like he did last game.
This is very interesting because the Silencer has his Mystic Staff. He has 2,100 gold. He has not been doing anything but farming, literally farming. He is performing his 2-roll to the T, coming in whenever the enemy team is starting a team fight or whenever his team needs him. And with this tower, he's going to have an ultimate orb.
The Dire weren't partial
Yeah.
to that mid-tower.
Mechanism coming out from the light, from the Dirge, excuse me.
And we see Nature's Prophet pushing bottom now with 5,000 gold, really saving it up.
Excuse me, there it is. Chaotic Offering comes out. Visage is going to fall. Treant is going to fall as well. And they're just being very aggressive with this. Visage is going to buy back. And you have a Tombstone in their base with 2 golems. Heart pick
Heart
up
comes up
on the Alchemist. But you've got pressure coming out on the bottom as well. But can Nature's Prophet and Tinker...
and pushing down the bottom lane.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet and Tinker are pushing in this bottom lane, but can they attack fast enough? Right now, Treant's already dead, and Alchemist is just showing how annoying he can be with his heart. He has 3,400 health right now, and he only has 2 items. And as a result, Rubik gets taken out, and he buys back to try and deal with this split push potential of Nature's Prophet. I apologize for that. My home phone started ringing. Uh-oh.
And he will be able to pick out the Warlock.
Yeah, and Warlock takes a fall. I hear the rockets going on. What are they killing? Okay, he's PoE on the Tinker. He's trying to take out this golem, trying to get the 100 bonus gold. And are they going to get it? Yeah, they got the 75 bonus gold. Whenever you get an Aghanims upgrade, the amount of gold that your golems are worth goes down. So it only is worth 75. Wow.
And he got all 3 of them right away.
That is a Necrobook level 3 on Nature's
Which
Prophet.
is interesting to see because the Treant Protector is buying the same thing.
I don't have a problem with it. I love seeing Necrobooks. In fact, this you already see in this game you have an entirely different Nature's Prophet than last game. In last game,
Yeah, definitely not the damage-oriented we saw.
yeah, they're going for the push, and Tinker on top of it now has a scythe of vice. There we go. I can talk. Jesus. Coming out. He's going to pop his Necronomicon units. They're going to run out. They're just going to continue to apply pressure. In the meantime, we have team fights of some sort going on in the middle lane. We see the Tombstone coming out, Sheep being used. Oh, he's going to... And now, there you go. Tier 2 tower down. And all that Tinker has to do is lay out his March of the Machines. In the meantime, now this is allowing Nature's Prophet to go out and try and take out this bottom tower.
Seen better days.
I'm going to swing back up to the middle lane where we have more harass going on, and this is all that TmF have to do. Welcome to Split Push Central. Uh-oh. Hey, Hero Calldown going out. It's going to hit the tree, and it's going to hit the Visage. Ooh, that's going to be BKB pop, and Flat Cannon dealing a ton of damage. Treant Protector is going to be able to TP out. Fortunately, Visage is not going to have... Oop, and he gets taken off. Not going to have the same luxury as the Tree Protector, being the ire of the... Oh, man. Big blink by the Tinker, juking around. Oh, but he still gets lifted by Telekinesis. Last word going out, as well as Curse of the Silent. What did he steal? He stole Rockets. Rockets going out. Last word finally dealing the nuke damage. Oh, my goodness. One more last hit. Is he going to get out? He's going to get out. Oh, and he blinks. Are the neutrals going to kill him? Okay.
No, he's good.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty
Tree and Protector
sight
getting
right
out with a TP, letting Nature's... No, I don't remember what the skill is. Living Armor, excuse me. Come out, and oh goodness, Rubik is going to fall from the Necronomicon units. And we have a boss coming out. And I need to drink some water, so I'll be right back.
Now we see another 2,500 gold up on this Nature Prophet, because he still hasn't died ever since he bought that Necronomicon. Looks like BKB is going to be the answer for Alchemist. And what else are we going to see? That's it for now. More Sheepstick building into for the Silence. And...
Actually, it's
looks
very,
like just about it.
Speaking about that Silencer, that's very scary, because he has it. He's 25 gold away.
Yeah.
Like, he is really close for his Sheepstick. Warlock has his Ags, as we've discussed. Mechanism on the Dirge. Silencer almost has his Sheep. Let's see, let's keep looking around. Gyrocopter has a Demon Edge on top of his Manta, BKB, and Dominator. It's very possible that he could build it into an early Rapier. I don't see it happening though. He'll probably go the MKB route. Did I cover them all? Yeah, I covered them all. Switching over, we have the Visage, who is now dead in the process of respawning, has his mechanism up. Tinker has his own Sheepstick, and as you mentioned, another 2,200 gold, as well as the Nature's Prophet, who is another 2,500 gold. Alchemist, the scariest of the scary, has his Heart, Maelstrom, working on his BKB, has 2,200 gold himself. 1,600 and 1,300 is 2,900, so he's 700 away from that. And flicking over the Tree and Protector, who is also building Necro units. I'm interested to see whether or not the Tree, in a situation like this, I would be popping the Tree, the Necro units, and giving control over to the Nature's Prophet, just considering that the Nature's Prophet is already migrating so many units. What's 2 more Necronomicon minions?
Yeah. Looks like they're ready to go here.
And we have a second on the TmF side. Oh, I'm getting booped. I hear boops going on. Give me 1 sec while I figure what that is. Alright, that should be good now.
The TMF's lead is really far right now, so let's see if they can continue pushing that in. And
well, with a 10,000 gold lead,
Alright,
at
carry
that
on.
point, it's, well, does Gyrocopter really actually need to go the Rapier? Would it be wiser for him to go the Rapier at this point? Because when it boils down to it, you're going to have TMF throwing out counter push and counter push and counter push. How is UCap supposed to come back and win this game, especially because they only have 1 carry? I mean, you could argue that Silencer is their second carry. He does deal a lot of damage, 157 damage plus 75% int at 130 int. 75 of 100, 75. So he's dealing about 200. Well, they might be able to pull this out with a Silencer. He just deals a lot of raw damage, and now...
especially since he's going to go build that Sheep, and it's going to up his damage a bit.
Yep. Finished right now. He's going to need to go BKB himself, though, it seems, just to deal with the raw amount of damage from the Tinker. However, this Alchemist, sitting on 3,000 gold, Alchemist starts pounding on you. I would not be surprised to see him go Basher very soon and just perma-bash people out. And Gyrocopter himself is going to buy out and grab up an MKB. His farm is very impressive. He's actually worth more than the Alchemist, and he has a higher gold per minute. Wow, I'm impressed. It's very hard to have a higher GPM than an Alchemist at this point in the game, yet he is pulling it through somehow.
He has about 100 CS more than the Alchemist, actually.
And
He's been really working hard at this.
And the Alchemist is going to pick up his own BKB. So now, during team fights, he doesn't have to worry about any shenanigans.
Except for the Warlock stun.
Yeah, but at that point, that's... how much? That's a second, I believe?
Yeah, it's not that long. It's more about the AoE of him.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. On one hand, I love long games. I love that 75-minute game because things get really tense. But on the same token, I don't like, oh boy, Nature's Prophet going down. Not good. Getting caught out by the gyrocopter and the silencer. Very nice pickoff. While the Alchemist and the Tinker, he canceled his TP, are going to stop pushing. That's a big problem, though, that TmF have, is they don't have a lot of breaking the base material. They're going to struggle going high ground on this team, and if they execute it poorly, they're going to get wiped. Uh-oh, Rubik walking into an Alchemist. Boom. Mjolnir, Proc is going to hit, and in the meantime, we have Gyrocopter being turned into a piggy. I don't think he realized that... Uh-oh, stalking him. Full rotation's going to come out, though, to prevent the Alchemist from taking out their Gyrocopter. Okay, he bought the BKB. He had 3,200 gold before. He's sitting on another 1,800 gold already. Just, I am a farming machine. What do you do about it? What do you do about this?
Not completely sure.
I mean, it seems that UCap are in dire straits right now. Oh, we have another pause coming out from TmF.
It looks like they just need to turtle a bit, see if they can't get a team fight when they're pushing in.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot has changed since our last pause. It was pretty recent. The same strategies are being applied. You have Tinker pushing. Tinker is once again going Manta style. He has the Yasha as well as the Manta style recipe. Just has to build up his ultimate orb. Haha, Skype has gone down. We're going to use this opportunity to plug Mumble. All of us use Mumble here, just after the shenanigans that happened with Skype. And we highly advocate its use over Skype. Rotating around, looking at more of these heroes. Really nothing else to shout out other than Treant Protector finished his Necro book, level 1. And we got our run pause.
There we go.
Carry on.
Well, Roshan's going to be up very soon. Well, 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes or so. Not very soon, but uh-oh, we got pings coming out. Counter wards. They should know that it's probably... Okay, and there's the ping coming out. There's probably a ward on the high ground if there's a sentry on the low ground. So we're going to see familiars coming up in about 8 seconds. And he's going to take out that high ground ward, removing vision from the Roshan area. Very good to have map awareness. That's something that UCap is now struggling with. They have no wards up currently, and they have wards in their base.
I feel like this Nature's Prophet is going to go build into a sheep stick just all in one swing.
Hey, I don't have a problem with that too. Man, you shouldn't have built that sheep stick, said no one ever. Sheep stick is just an incredibly versatile item. Being able to turn your opponents into pigs for 3.5 seconds. It should be called pig stick now, I guess. But just that ability in itself, it's on a relatively short cooldown, 35 seconds. Very good item pickup. Definitely worth the gold that it gives you. Oh, this is interesting. We have both teams warding the exact same spot, trying to get some more Roshan vision wherever they can squeak it. Visage picking up a double damage rune. And this
we see sentries placed down everywhere. They're really trying to get some de-warding done in there. I don't think they actually got any wards going.
No, they haven't. The only ward that is up currently is this one. In between Roche and the Tier 1 towers on the Radiant side, which both teams have actually used, and there's your Basher.
No luck with 3 sentries.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He knows. They know. We have Nature's Prophet TPing in, and he's not able to disjoin it. There's your silence coming up from the Orchid. BKB is being used to remove the silence. Tombstone coming up. They're trying to burn him down. Mech being used. Uh-oh. Is he too tanky? I think he may be too tanky. Alchemist, that is. Nature's Prophet's able to go down. Tinker's going to go. No, Nature's Prophet buys back. Tinker buys back. And, oh, goodness. Big turnaround coming out.
Alchemist doesn't have buyback either.
Not only does Alchemist doesn't have buyback because he bought that Basher. So he has a Basher on the courier? Is it on the courier? So the Basher was flying out to him, and he tried to make the best of it. But as a result, and here you go. Here's Tinker and Nature's Prophet just proving how much of a pain they can be. Okay,
Might
so
take the Roshan though.
okay, so you've killed us both. We're gonna push your lanes. What are you gonna do about it? And that does seem like the correct solution is to try and take the Roshan, but look at this. Look at this tower. It's at half health already. The tier 3 bottom tower is down already as well.
Yeah, Gyro was really the only one who could really defend that like adequately, but he's also the only one who could help them take the Rosh.
Perfect example of a catch-22. And we have more sentries coming out. And there goes that ward. Very good calls by these sentries. Tinker, once again, and Nature's Prophet, proving how annoying they can be. Just split pushing and pushing and pushing. Maybe they can catch up this Gyro this time. Just four flat cannon shots. That's all that it took.
And we're like, we'll be building into that refresher.
How close is he?
He's not very close at all.
Well, he has 1,700 gold and he has the Oblivion Staff, so he has 2 parts of it.
Yeah.
2/3 of the way there. Still got a lot of gold to go, and right now we have our farm war going on. Visage. They see that the Roshan took some damage, but it looks like TmF is going to try and take this Rosh.
Gyro's going on Tinker up top.
8 in a row.
And he picked
And
him
it will
off.
be enough.
BKB was used. All that. Here you go. Forcing out the Necro Book, and that's going to kill him. I believe that rocket is going to kill him. Oh,
No.
wow. Thank your support. Thank your roof challenge. Your tree and protector just saved your life, Nature's
But they'll take the Roshan in that time.
But the Dire's tougher still.
Yeah. Not a good trade by any means, though. I mean,
Interestingly enough, though, Visage picked it up.
huh, interesting. Well, they killed it. Well, Alchemist can't drop anything. They're relying on Alchemist being able to bash out targets and go from there. But now we have the pings coming out. UCap is going to try and push the mid tower. Because Tinker is dead, he doesn't have the ability to use his March of the Machines to really counter all the push. But instead, they're going to fall back and go do more camps. Butterfly up.
And there's
on
the butterfly.
gyrocopter. I don't know if... I don't know if the gyrocopter can man-fight the Alchemist. He did it before,
But that was with help.
but that was with help. And the Alchemist almost burned him down beforehand. Alchemist is really going for RNG here, though, because he has the Maelstrom and the Basher. So if he does manage to bash once on the gyrocopter, that's going to set up a lot. That's going to set up some possibly some sheep sticks. That's going to set up some Visage familiars. Like, there's a lot of follow-up off of just one bash. It's kind of silly. And they've smoked here. They're rotating in. Nature's Prophet TPing into the bottom lane. Meanwhile, just again, there you go. 3 creep wave. Three shots. Gyrocopter clears off an entire creep wave. Man alive. Wow. He is fat. He deals 372 damage per auto attack. Man, this gyrocopter is scary.
But so is the Alchemist.
Yeah, so is the Alchemist, but Gyrocopter has his butterfly finish, which makes him infinitely more scary in my book.
Yeah, that is true.
On top of that, Alchemist is nowhere near finishing a MKB, and the items that Alchemist has, he'd be forced to sell a Shadow Blade to go that MKB. So we're gonna... I mean, we'll see where this takes us, but... I think that this can only get scarier. Especially considering that now TmF have somewhat grouped up in this bottom lane. Are they gonna do anything with it? They're just gonna... We're back to Ricing. Tree, level 1 Necro Book. I think it's 1250
About that.
per Necronomicon? I'm gonna check right now.
For the recipe, it's 1250
Yeah,
each.
1250. So Tree is getting closer to his... Whoops.
They're looking to kill the Silencer on the top lane, though. Here they go.
Uh-oh, Silencer's gonna pop. He's gonna eat the Unstable Concussion. Orkin's gonna go out on him, and that is a dead Silencer.
And there's that gank ability again.
With Chemical Rage popped, Alchemist has 4,000 health. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, before it was about 3,700, but yeah, it's gaining fast.
And now he has 4,000 gold on him. Oh, what got stolen? Chemicals.
It'll
Acid
just
spray.
be...
Man. 17-13 back on the Warlock, and he has a Ring of Health again. So he has enough. He has enough for the recipe or for the Void Stone. And right now,
Radiant's
TmF
top
are just
tower is
really
in bad
executing
shape.
global presence. They throw out the Tombstone. Tier 3 tower top is going to go down, so the Tombstone falls immediately. Acid spray from Ruik being thrown out, but here he goes. He doesn't care. He's going to get picked up by the telekinesis, and a buyback coming out from the silencer, forcing this. Oh, and Sheep got off on him, but he's just going to run away. Uh-oh, instead he's going to man fight. I lied. He's going to pop his own BKB, and he's going to start the bashes. There they go. Oh, and he's going to get the Dirge with his unstable concoction, and there he goes. Dirge being forced down inside. Oh, he's going to use Soul Rip. And Alchemist is getting picked up and killed. In the meantime,
And that's really impressive that that Jarkop's been able to hold off 3 to 4 heroes on this bottom lane.
and he's going to take off. Is he going to pick him off? Is he going to pick him off? He needs like 1 or 2 more hits. Oh, and Nature's Guy's up, and there comes the Rock. Little late, but is they going to be able to pick off the Visage, maybe? No? Yeah, there's the Visage. He's going down. In addition to that, Tree is turned into a pig. 1 more auto attack, and he's down. Visage comes back because of the Aegis the Immortal, something I completely forgot about.
But they TP'd up top and took that at Rax.
Yeah, they're being forced. They're being forced out too wide, and this is the power of split push right here.
It's just too much.
It is just too much. He's charging his unstable concoction. Is he gonna throw it out? No, he's opting just to eat it. Yeah, this is really just a game of attrition now for TmF. All they have to do is continue the split push and keep it going. There's not a whole lot. Oh, I heard a courier got killed. How did that happen? Where'd the courier get picked off? Do you have any inkling?
No, I did not see.
It's okay. Uh-oh, and Gyrocopter getting picked off. Maybe bashed out. Bashed out. It's so close. Oh, he's gonna be able to get away. Man. Are they going to be able to pick him off now, though? No, Nature's Wrath is going to bounce around and hit him. And all they have to do now is push in through this top lane. Alchemist still sitting with 4,000 health in the Chemical Rage.
I see a broadsword picked up by the Visage, and I'm sort of confused about what that will be. Maybe a Blade Bow? That would be the only...
I don't know. I have no idea. That's a very
I've never
good
seen a
question.
Blade Mail picked up on a Visage, but that seems to be the only viable option. And we have never seen a Crystallis Visage either.
Yeah, it's a very good question. It'll be interesting to see what he builds it out of. Tinker finished up his Mana Style, has another 2 grand gold on him. Oh boy. Big pickoff then. Gotta wait another minute and a half. Ah, recipe. Okay, gotcha. Well, Warlock has enough money to finish up the Void Stone. Man, this must be so frustrating for UCap, having to deal with this kind of lineup. And they're doing the best they can. I mean, Flat Cannon, this is really where the nerf to Gyrocopter comes in. In 6.78, he received a 10-second nerf to Flat Cannon, and now Gyrocopter can only cast it so much. He can only clear off entire creep waves so often. And he's really doing the best that he can, but again, with the attrition style gameplay that TmF are implementing, it's just going to be a matter of time before these racks fall. Especially considering that it looks like Tinker has his own Necro book as well. Jeez, oh man. We're seeing the Necro book. Dota 1 strats coming back with a vengeance.
And we're getting to that point like we did last game, where everyone's starting to get 6-stacked.
35 more seconds, and the Courier will come back up, delivering out Warlock's Refresher Orb. They may be able to defend this on the back of the Refresher Orb. But
And
I'm
that
not
is
sure.
a chain, or the Blade Mail on the Visage.
It is a Blade Mail?
Yes.
It is important to note with the Blade Mail that even though you take the damage, the key is that you're taking the damage, that you're not returning all of the damage. So, as a result of that, you have you can very easily get burst down as well, even though you're dealing a lot of damage out to enemies. And apparently Nature's Prophet has 10,000 gold.
Yeah, ever since he built that Necro 5, he's sort of been very conservative on what he buys, meaning he's bought nothing.
He's bought nothing. Oh my goodness. You need to buy something. You can't have 10,000 gold. That's ridiculous. I mean, he has the buyback, no problem. What is his buyback? 1644? Yeah, no problem. Let's see these buybacks real quick. Gyrocopter, Nature's Prophet, Rapier, maybe?
2, maybe?
two Rapiers, maybe? I mean, we're getting into ridiculous territory here. Ghost Scepter pickup on the Dirge, excuse me, Undying. I can talk. And jeez, oh man, they're just farming and farming and farming. 7,000 gold on the Gyrocopter as well.
5,000 gold up on the Silence. They just don't want to spend.
This is getting out of hand. There's
Very frugal game.
Our gold per minute is 640 on the Gyrocopter. Alchemist also is sitting on 4,000 gold.
And there's more Necronomicons.
Level 2. This is not good because TmF is accruing Necro books, and Tinker's gonna have the Necro 3 in next to no time. I mean, it is Tinker. Uh-oh, they found the courier. And you see this super weird path that the courier is taking. They're trying to make sure that it lives, and there's your refresher orb. It also had a Mystic Staff and a Reaver on it. So there's a Shiva's done on the Silencer. Excuse me, I don't know who's getting this Reaver. Probably the Gyrocopter,
yeah, Gyro.
Satanic. And it's completed on him. My god. They're pinging out the Nature's Prophet. Maybe they can pick him off? Question mark?
They have so much to defend here, though. You're gonna have to defend these tier 4s in the bottom rack.
Uh-oh, I heard a sheep. There's a sheep, Nature's Prophet, eating a lot of damage. They're gonna try and hit him. Oh, and he gets sheeped, and they can see him. He's gonna get taken out. But as a result of this,
to bottom racks.
Yeah, as a result, Nature's Prophet's gonna instantly buy back, and they're just gonna try and man mode and take these down. Tombstone's getting thrown out. All of the zombies are getting taken out by the acid spray, but Call Down is gonna come out and take out everything else, taking this tower down to about half health. My goodness gracious. And that's all that they have to do, is the 1+4 strat. There's your Necronomicon level 3 on the Tinker. All that they have to do is keep pushing like this. The attrition.
And all 5 are now smoked up.
All 5 are going out. They know that Visage and Tree aren't there. Nothing coming from it? Doesn't look like anything's coming from it. In a Daedalus. You have a 1-buy Daedalus from the Nature's Prophet.
And he still has 4,000 gold left over.
Nature's Prophet still has 3,800 gold. And now they're going to Roche. I see them.
Oh, they're going to run to the Tinker, though. They used a Warlock ulti for the...
Oh, and he's going to go down. He does not have buyback.
Oh, he's been putting too much money in that Necros.
Who's going to pick it up? Nature's Prophet's going to pick up the cheese is still there. Treant's going to take the cheese and TP out. Uh-oh. They're leaving Gyrocopter.
No looking to push his mid lane.
Does Gyrocopter have BOTs? Gyrocopter still has phase boots.
He's probably going to go buy him now.
I'm surprised. Yeah,
there he goes.
He sold him. And BOTs. So he's going to push out this top lane to try and buy more time.
Dyer's mid
And
tower.
oh my
Warlock still has
goodness.
his second ulti.
He still has a second, although he didn't. Oh, goodness.
He only put 1 down to kill the Tinker.
Gotcha. Well, this tier 3 tower is now currently getting sieged. We have Nature's Prophet pushing the bottom lane, and Rubik
Middle
goes
lane.
down? Oh my goodness, he came in stealth. He was able to burn down the Rubik, the Alchemist did. But now he's getting man-fought up by so many golems! Flaming Fists. Too many Flaming Fists. It's too much now.
They go straight for the tier 4s.
Again, they're going straight for the tier 4s on the back of 4 Warlock golems. Oh my goodness gracious.
But there, the tier 4s back at the Radiant side. They're going to do a base race.
Base race scenarios are always fun, but I don't think they have enough. I think UCap's going to be able to take this game just on the back of... Oh, they're going to try and burn out the Visage so we can't keep harassing them. And instead, they're just going to go for the Ancient.
Alchemist is giving it all, though. Will this be it? We have to see.
That's it. The Ancient is down. The Ancient's going to go down. Tier 4 tower is still up for the Radiant side. And there it goes. Wow. Easy. Oh, bad-mannered. Got some bad-mannered trash talk coming out from the Dirge.
Good game. Good set.
Wow. Good games coming out. Just, jeez. What games. Holy snap. Very
Both
exciting.
teams were really evenly met.
Double rapiers in one game. Tons of farm coming out. Long games in general. But it seems that UCap proved to be too much with big pickoffs on TmF and able to come back and take the Ancient both times. If you notice, in both those games, UCap didn't take racks. They just took the throne.
Yep.
Totally manning up. Well, that was, wow, what games. That was our 3 o'clock game, 3 o'clock match between UCap and TmF. UCap takes the series 2-0. We have another series coming up in just a couple minutes. I'm going to do my plugs. This is my final series of the day. This is Penguin. You can find me at Twitter, Penguin Dota. You can also find Zebra, my co-caster, at Mr. Zebra Gamer. Is that correct?
Yep.
Don't forget to follow us on the league's Twitter, Crosspoint Dota. And in addition, most importantly, you can watch all the VODs on the Crosspoint YouTube channel. We look forward to you joining us in the future, and we hope that you will stick around for our 6 o'clock game. I'm not...
It's Ben's Party versus Team Audiamus. Is going to be me and Radnor casting it just about 3 or 4 minutes from now.
Perfect. Hope you guys stick around. We may also have a 9 o'clock game coming out, so stick around. We hope you stay around for more Dota. This is Penguin and Zebra signing off.
See ya.